morning student, welcome here in this YouTube channel. Unit number 10 from civics. Today we are going to start, that is organs of government. Some of the things related to this unit we have discussed in semester 1, and some of the parts were discussed in 8th standard 2. So in this unit we will learn the three important tasks of the government, that is judiciary, legislative and executive, and its functions for the country. The main purpose of the government or main purpose of these three factors of the government are to maintain peace and to maintain harmony in country. So these are the main purpose, or we can say these are the main function of these factors. In detail we will learn that which function related to which person or which part of the department, that we will discuss in this video. Please keep a textbook with you. Page number 73, organs of government. There are three organs of the government, as I told you, that is the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. Mainly there are three functions. First is legislature. Second, it is the executive. And third, it is the judiciary. These three are the main function of the government, or we can say the main organ of the government. We shall study in detail the information of these three organs of the government, their power, their function and their interpersonal relations. One of the main objectives of the nation is to maintain law and order and thereby achieve the welfare of the nation, and at the same time to nurture and to protect the freedom and fundamental rights of the citizen. So each and every has different purpose, but the main and prime purpose, or we can say the prime objective of the nation is to maintain peace and to maintain order in the country, and at the same time to nurture and to respect the fundamental duties and all the rules and regulation of the country. That is the main objective of the nation. For the progressive development of the state, it is necessary that all the three organs of the government, vice versa, that is legislature, executive and the judiciary, work in mutual unity, cooperation and coordination, so that the government can run its administration effectively and efficiently. So to maintain peace, to maintain order, to maintain hierarchy, to maintain harmony in the nation, we need to, means these three organs need to work together, means they just have to have unity among themselves, so that this administrative work can be done effectively and efficiently. The legislature frame the laws, the executive implement the framed laws, and the judiciary maintain law and order by punishing the people who violate the law. So these are the prime purpose of these three. Let me write this. See, so first is our legislature. So what is the duty or purpose of legislature? So legislature frame the laws. it frame the laws. Secondly, executive implemented it. And thirdly, judiciary maintain law and order. By punishing the people who violate the law. And why this judiciary system, how they maintain law? By punishing the people who violate the law. So if any people break the law, if any people don't follow the law, then this judiciary system just punish them. So that is the work of judiciary system. First is legislature. Legislature just frame the laws. Frame the laws means make the laws. This legislation make the laws. Secondly, this is executive, that the laws which are made by legislature, that is implemented by the executive. And if any person break the rule or that law, then this judiciary system punish those people. Please you note down this. After that we will go further. Third paragraph. The legislature as per the Constitution of India consists of a parliament at the center and legislative assembly at the state level. So we have here this legislature. It consists parliament at the center and legislative assembly at the state level. These two are the department of this legislature. It consists of parliament at the central level and legislative assemblies at the state level. While what is the executive? The executive as per the Constitution of India consists of the president, prime minister, cabinet minister and their administrative system at the center or the governor, the chief minister and his cabinet and administrative system at the state level. So this we have discussed, means I'll give you keywords, but before that you please note down this. Here we have the department of legislature, and now I'll write the department, means which are the other functions of these three that we will discuss. This executive consists President, Prime Minister, Chief Minister, Chief Minister at the state level, and his cabinet and administrative system at the state level. Means at the center level and at the state level, this executive that executive factor consists this thing. Whereas in the judiciary, the Supreme Court is at the top, that we know. Here we have Supreme Court. In the middle, the high courts are the high courts of the states, and the bottom there are subordinary courts, district court and special court. And all the courts. So all the legal departments, we can say, are there here in judiciary, and here President, Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, Chief Minister, all the center as well as state level we have in these three organs. Thus, the judiciary is a separated, independent and organized whole which is completely apart from the legislature and executive. This judiciary is completely different from this legislature and executive, because see, here we have this parliament and legislature things. Here we also means this both we can say somewhere connected, but this judiciary is all alone there, and it is a different part of the or different organ of the government. India is a union of states. No state is completely independent and sovereign. The Indian parliamentary system has divided the power according to the principle of divisions of powers between the center and the state, such that the legislative and executive is totally interdependent on each other. So these both, this and this, these both are interdependent. This legislature and executive, these both are interdependent, while judiciary is all alone different part. Whereas the judiciary is separate, independent and impartial organ. These both are interdependent, means both are same, we can say somewhere. And judiciary is different, separate and independent organ of the government. The principle of division of power, that will be discussed now. Please you note down this. Next topic is the principle of division power. The government carries out the functions of the states and these are different from one another. The function of all the three organs of the government are different and all the functions require a certain expertise. So these three, legislative, executive and judiciary, have their own function, and to complete those functions, to do those functions, we need expertise. All the three organs of the government should be administered by different people and each organ should carry out its own function. So we can say three organs different function. By division of powers, misuse can be avoided. It is necessary to divide the power between the three organs of the government in order to make the function of the government easy and efficient. So it is very easy, or it is very necessary to between these three organs. For example, the legislature has the power to formulate laws, but some powers are so given to the executive and judiciary that the legislative cannot misuse its power. So it is very natural that power is misused. So people or the person who are involved in these organs that should not use or misuse the power. So for that, this division of power facility is there. The legislature has the power to formulate laws, that we know that legislator can make that law. But some powers are so to given executive and judiciary that the legislator cannot misuse its power. So it is decided that all the power should not be given to any organ. Otherwise there will be chances of misuse of those power. Similarly, the executive is controlled by giving power to the legislator and judiciary is controlled by giving power to the legislature and the executive. Very good idea it is to stop the misuse of power. Means some of the powers, here we want to say some of the powers are given to other organs so that they cannot misuse ease. Means some of the power of executive organ should be there in legislative and judiciary. Some of the powers of legislator is there in executive and legislative. So this way all the powers, not all, some of the powers are given to other organs so that there are less chance or few chance of misuse. So first is legislature. India is a republic having a parliamentary democracy. The representation of the people at the center is seen at the parliament and the state is seen in the legislative assembly. The parliament is an important and apex organization of the nation. The Indian parliament consists of the president, vice president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Legislator is of two types. So first we have legislator. So here we have that India is republic having parliamentary democracy. So we have democracy policy in India. The representation of the people at the center is seen in the parliament and state is seen in legislative assembly. The parliament is very important part and apex organization of nation. Indian parliament consists of the president, it consists of president, the vice president, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. So these are the organs, or we can say parts of legislature. The parliament is a part of legislature, and we have these four in parliament. Please you note down this. After that we will go for two types of legislature. There are two types of legislature, that is unicameral and bicameral. When the legislature is consisting of one house, it is called unicameral. And when the legislature is consisting of two houses, that is called bicameral. At the central level, the upper house of the legislature is called Rajya Sabha and lower house is called Lok Sabha, that we know. At the state level, legislative consists of legislative assembly and legislative council. Most of the states have only legislative assembly. States like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra have legislative council too. So, at the central level, upper house is known as Rajya Sabha and lower house known as Lok Sabha. And at the state level, the legislature consists of legislative assembly and legislative council. Most of the states have only legislative assembly. And state like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, have legislative council too. So these states have legislative council too. Please you note down this. Now this is for today's video, student. Now it's time to give you homework. In homework, I want to give you we have discussed today first page of this unit number 10. So you have to write about the three organs of the government from the first page of that unit 10. Means whatever information is given on page number given on first page of unit 10, that you have to write in your homework. Okay, bye, take care.